Hi people, we are studying the Tabernacle of David. How does it apply to us being little Christs on earth? Now let's check the main example of the person who represents the Tabernacle of David, which is Jesus Christ, who was the Ark of the Covenant, the Shekinah glory of God, who roamed the earth in person. So, third characteristic of Jesus Christ out of the 7 that we are studying, he portrayed the fruits of the Spirit 100%. The fruits of the Spirit are Galatians 5, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And I want to emphasize 2 fruits of the Spirit that stood out for me. First one was love. And we know that in 1 Corinthians 13, the whole explanation of what love really is. Love, it suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself or show off, is not puffed up or proud, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity or sin, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, love believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. People, Jesus showed the ultimate example of love when he loved Judas Iscariot for 3 years, the very guy that was going to stab him in the back and betray him. The other fruit that stood out for me was his utter self-control. His disciples were sent out by Jesus 2 by 2 into the cities to evangelize. So when they came back from their outreach, they were quite pleased because even the demons obeyed them. And Jesus said, no, don't be impressed by the power. Keep the fear of God here. Jesus never came to earth to show off and show that he was the Son of God. No, he came to serve. When they came to another town and the people rejected Jesus, James and John said, thinking they're big shots now, Jesus, let's call fire from heaven down and destroy those people. And Jesus said, no way, I've come to save lives, not to destroy them. Another example of his self-control was on the way to Calvary. Jesus' body was torn from over 700 lashes. Go check out the scientist Jeremiah Johnston, his podcast on the Shroud of Turin. Most interesting. So Jesus is on the road, stumbles, has this heavy weight of the cross that he has to carry, and the ladies are all weeping here, and Jesus never said, ladies, it's okay, I'll be fine, the Lord will help me, don't worry, I'll be okay. No, he said, ladies, don't weep for me, weep for yourselves. And then he prophesied over them. And then on the cross of Calvary, while he's hanging there fighting for every breath because his organs started to pack up, he still had the self-control to not think about himself but to get the guy on the cross next door saved. He had the self-control to say, Father, forgive these people, they do not know what they are doing. And then he still had the self-control to care for his mom and made sure that she was cared for. Guys, the Lord deserves our worship, our praise, our honor. He deserves our whole lives. So let's live a life of true worship